a shareholder has applied for 1000. Hello guys, good evening to all of you. Let's continue. We were on a chapter company accounts whereby we are doing issue of shares. Correct? I told you the journal entries and we have done a couple of questions. I guess to be very precise, we are done with 5 questions. And I did tell you about what is forfeiture of shares. है ना? And we'll do a couple of questions now on that. ठीक है? Let's revise this first. Okay, what are the journal entries? So application stage hai, allotment stage hai, and then we have first call, second call, final call, and so on. Depends on the number of calls that you're making. So in the application stage, you're gonna pass the receipt entry first, and then you're gonna pass your transfer entry. Whereas in all the other stages, first you're gonna transfer the allotment entry, and then you're gonna pass the receipt entry. Correct? So receipt entry is cash account debit to dash stage account, whatever stage is application, allotment, or whatever stage. So the receipt entry remains the same now, cash account debit to application stage, so to share application account, and you are transferring this application stage amount money to equity share capital. So the entry would be share application account debit to equity share capital. Correct? Acha, I told you about when we have an oversubscription, so we need to refund the excess amount that we receive. We have to reject the shares and we refund it back. So the entry would be share application account debit to cash bank because money is going out. So cash credit. At times we do not reject the shares. What we do instead is make an allotment, but with an adjustment. For example, if a shareholder has applied for 1000 shares, we'll be giving him 800 shares or 900 shares, and we'll be rejecting the other shares, but we're not going to pay him back. Instead, what I'll be doing, the money on the shares that I am rejecting, I will transfer it to my another stage, so that in the next stage, when I'll be making a call for the money for that particular stage, I'll be asking him for the lesser amount. Correct? Say for example, in allotment stage, I am calling for 2 rupees, and in applications I have transferred 1 rupee. So in that allotment stage, I'll be subtracting that excess of 1 rupee and the other amount I'm gonna call for that stage. Correct? Basically, it doesn't digest when we just orally say it, but with the numbers we do understand very nicely. And we have done a question on that the previous time, and I'll do it again today, so it will be clear. Correct? Then I come to the allotment stage, whereby first I'm passing the transfer entry, that will be share allotment account debit to equity share capital, and then I'm going to receive the amount, so cash and bank account debit to share allotment. Guys, at times we receive premium, so we just adjust the premium amount, and whenever we are going to make an allotment call, so we transfer the amount in the transfer the amount of premium in the allotment in the transfer entry itself. For example, if you are receiving premium in allotment stage, so what I'll be doing is share allotment account debit to equity share capital and to security premium account, because the premium is transferred to security premium, and in books in a university, the university tells me you can also call the security premium as share premium too. I'll be making it uniform. I'll be writing share security premium only, but it can be also called as share premium. Correct? Too good. Next is my receipt entry, so cash and bank account debit to share allotment account. Definitely I'll be accepting the amount of the share plus the amount of the premium. Correct? Then I'm having first call, so the entry would be share first call account debit to equity share capital, and then I'm going to receive the amount, so cash and bank account debit to share first call. Guys, there has been like at times what happens is some of the shareholders are unaware of us being called them, so they are unable to pay it. So till the time they are repaying, till they are paying us that amount, we will transfer that amount in a temporary account that is calls in arrears. So the entry would be cash and bank account debit, calls in arrears account debit to share first call. In the receipt entry, of course. In the transfer entry, there will be no change. Correct? Then the final call, again the same, exactly same entry. Share final call account debit to equity share capital, that's for transfer. And when you receive the amount, it will be cash account debit, calls in arrears account debit to share final call. The common sense tells me that if a shareholder is not paying me the first call amount, so he will definitely not be paying me the final call amount also. है ना? अगर देना ही होता तो दोनों पैसे देता ना वो अपने को. If he had to give it to me, so he would have given both the amounts, but he haven't. Correct? Can we go ahead? Chalo. And then forfeiture entry, that will be ESCS, equity share capital account debit, share premium or security premium account debit to calls in arrears account to share forfeiture account. So the journal entry would be ESCS. In equity share capital, we will be writing the amount transferred. Share premium, we will be writing amount not yet received. Calls in arrears में लिखेंगे हम लोग total amount not received. And in share forfeiture, we'll write share amount received. Not the premium amount, the share amount, the value of the share that you have received. Because you're going to return it back, right? You're going to keep it with yourself. So share forfeiture account credit, that's an income for you. Perfect, eh? Too good, man. Now let me take you one step ahead. Reissuing the share. Now what happens is I have forfeited the share, means I had called for the calls in the sense like the call stage, but they didn't pay me. So now I cannot let them have the share now because I require funds. So what I'll be doing, I'll be like going and snatching that share from the hands of that person and taking it back. Now what would you do with the share? You want money, right? So you want to reissue it to the other person who is interested. So now the same share is being reissued. I have 10 rupee ka share and I have received say for example 6 rupees, and for 4 rupees I'm making a call, but they are not paying me. So what I'll be doing now is asking them to let the share go. So I have forfeited the share. I have passed the ESCS entry. Now I am having 10 rupee ka share and I want to sell it urgently. So I'll just give a discount. So 10 rupee ka share hai and I'm giving it at a discount of 1 rupee. So 10 rupee minus 1 rupee discount. So 9 rupee I'll be receiving. So here the journal entry will just pass one journal entry. There is no need for us to like make different stages, because here we are taking an amount at one shot. So the entry would be cash and bank account debit, discount account debit to equity share capital account. But guys, here the discount, I have to give the discount on a share which have been issued earlier, on which I have received 6 rupees. Correct, na? When this share was earlier issued, I collected 6 rupees. And for the remaining 4 rupees, I didn't receive the amount. So I forfeited the share. So I'm still having 6 rupees in hand with me. So that's my profit. See, I'm not repaying back that 6 rupees. Why should I? I shouldn't, na? I'm being a little selfish over here. And if you would have been in my place, so definitely you would also have done the same thing. We don't want to repay it back to him. It's not our fault, right, that you're not taking the share from me. I am there to sell it. I am there to issue. You are paying me, and after saying it, no, I won't give it. I don't want. No, I'm not interested now. So, but you have to incur a loss. Correct? So here, what are we going to do? We are going to repay that 6 rupees back to him. So what I'll be doing, I'll be taking that 6 rupees and keeping it in my pocket, and that's a profit for me. And while issuing the same share, can I say I have incurred a loss? I had to give a discount. So here, what I'll be doing, I will not be writing discount. I'll be writing share forfeiture. So I'll be like taking that 1 rupee from the profits that I have made earlier. So basically, if I ask you that what is the net profit I have earned while while forfeiting this share, by this forfeiture of share, so you tell me that it is 5 rupees, not 6 rupees. So the profit that I've made is not 6, it's 5. Because when I'm reissuing that share, I have to incur a loss. So my net amount that I'm receiving that still remains in my pocket is not 6 but 5. So here the journal entry would be cash account debit, share forfeiture account debit to equity share capital. Correct है? I hope it is clear. And we have discussed this last time also. तो ज़्यादा तकलीफ तो नहीं आनी चाहिए and you are smart enough. चलिए. And then the remaining 5 rupees which is there in my pocket, I'm going to transfer. This is a profit, right? And see, you have earned the profit by forfeiture, by forfeiture of the shares, that is share capital. So what you do, this 5 rupees you're going to transfer it to capital reserve account. So the journal entry will be share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve. So transfer of share forfeiture amount to the capital reserve. So the journal entry would be share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account. That remaining 5 rupee. Are we understanding that things? Too good, yeah. Now let's take this question and get over with. Chalo. Question number 6, as you can see on the screen. Hana? Suhas Limited issued 10,000, that is 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of 2 rupees per share, payable on 3 on application. There's a comma, guys. Underline 3 on application. Whenever we write this, right, whenever we do this question, so I want you to do it in this manner only. Now how it, okay, what happened? Yeah, 3 on application, 5 including premium and allotment. So basically 2 is the premium amount and 3 is the share amount. So you have to write in this way so that whenever you pass the allotment entry, you don't mess up. At times people take 5 rupees in the share amount and additional 2 rupees as a premium. I know including premium is written over here, but you tend to make mistakes. So there only, you just make an arrow, write 3 for share and 2 for premium. And the balance in 2 calls of equal amount. Now guys, common sense. 10 rupee ka share hai, 2 rupees ka premium hai. So can I say I am receiving total 12 rupees? 10 rupee plus 2 rupee, that's 12. I have already received 3 rupees on application and 5 rupees on allotment including the premium. So can I say I have received 8 rupees? So 12 out of 12, I have received 8. So still I have to receive 4. So the remaining, the balance, that is 4 rupees, will be divided as first call 2 rupees and the final call 2 rupees. Equal amounts, na? So if I am having 4 rupees, so the calls will be for 2 and 2. I hope I am correct. So yeah, now add up all that amounts. Now you will get the amount as 12. 3 on application, 5 on allotment, that's 8. First call 2 rupees, that is 10, and again 2 rupees on final call, that is 12, and we are correct. Chalo, next one. Application were received for 11,000 equity shares. So can I say if I am having an issue of 10,000 equity share and I have received an application of 11,000 equity share, I have to either refund the balance, the excess amount, or I have to make an pro rata allotment. I have to make an adjustment. Correct? For how many shares? The excess 1,000 shares. Let's read it ahead. Application were received for 11,000 equity shares and the pro rata allotment was made for all the applicants. So guys, yeah, in this question, what are we doing is the excess of 1,000 rupees, I am transferring it to I am transferring this 1000 excess amount, 1000 share multiplied by 3 rupees on application, that is 3000 rupees of excess amount, to the allotment stage. So in allotment stage, I am not going to call for the total amount, but for 3000 lesser amount. Correct? Was made for all the applications. The excess applications were adjusted towards the allotment. We know that, guy. हम लोग को पता है. We are aware of it, man. Let's proceed. Mrs. Shobha, who were allotted 200 equity shares. Guys. There is a lady, Mrs. Shobha, who were allotted 200 equity shares, failed to pay first and final call, and her share were forfeited after the final call. So guys, there is an defaulter in the pay while making the payment in the first and final call. Okay, and her share were forfeited after the final call. Okay, so let's do this. So journal entry firstly. Chalo. Suhas Limited. So in the books of the Journal of Suhas. Guys, I haven't yet talked about how to present the company accounts balance sheet. So as of now, we are just passing the journal entries, and after we are done with this, I'll explain you about how the balance sheet is prepared, and then we'll take each and every question and make a balance sheet, whether they are asking me or they are not asking me. See, we have to do a practice, right? So we'll make it. But as of now, mind focus will be just to explain the journal entries. So in the books of Suhas Limited, this is question number 6, page number, I don't know, but I can tell you that's the university textbook 342. Correct? Too good. Let's proceed. Suhas Limited has issued the shares, 10,000 shares for rupees 10 each. Okay, ठीक है. Just a second. Okay. So the very first is my application stage. I have no dates, so I'll write serial number 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, guys, I'm not writing application stage, receipt, and transfer and all that. Okay. Now we're very comfortable with this. So application stage, 11,000 equity shares were there, and 3 rupees on application. So guys, the very first entry will be a receipt entry, that is bank account debit. To share application account. Narration over here. But guys, I'll just write you the amounts, that is 11,000 multiplied by, just a second, 11,000 shares multiplied by 3 rupees. That's going to get me 33,000. Whatever I'm writing with the red pen, there is no need for you to write. In the very first session I told you. Correct? It is just for your explanation. So that's my first journal entry. And we are done. The second journal entry will be the transfer entry. The transfer entry will be share application account debit. To equity share capital account. You will not write the shortcuts. You will have to write the full forms. I have a space problem actually. Actually, I don't have a space problem. Which I'm very lazy. Okay, but that's okay. I don't need to write the paper. You do. You all have to. So you will not write the shortcuts. Okay. Now, see, I have issued 10,000 shares. I have received an application for 11, but I can keep only 10,000 shares. I can keep only 10,000 shares. The remaining I have to either refund and or adjust. So here I'll be transferring 30,000 rupees to my application, to my equity share capital, and the excess amount I am going to adjust, and the adjustment journal entry will be share application account debit to share allotment account. And I hope you are understanding this shortcuts what I'm writing. है ना? Too good यार. So here I am having an excess of 1000 shares. This 1000 shares, the excess amount, and 3 rupees excess on that. So 3000 rupees I'll be transferring it to my application stage, allotment stage. So whenever I'll be giving a call for my allotment, I will be calling 3000 less from that particular shareholder. Correct? So that's my application stage. 3 entries in that. Bank account debit to share application account debit to equity share capital, share application account debit to share allotment account. I hope we are very comfortable with this. I am going very slow with this journal entry. Chalo, let's proceed. The fourth one, the fourth journal entry, I'll just do it in this way. The second stage is my allotment stage. The very first entry is my transfer entry, that is share allotment account debit to equity share capital account, and the amount that I'll be writing is 10,000 share. Guys, see, I'm making a mistake. I was about to make a mistake. Can I say, in this allotment stage, have a look over here. In this allotment stage, I am also receiving the premium. Have a look over here, including premium. Yes or no? I was about to make a mistake, but we are safe. So 2, security premium account. Guys, I will write it in this way. Oh, well, let this be over here only then. 2, security premium account. Correct? 2 rupees premium and 3 rupees is for that share amount. So guys, can I say 5 rupees will be the total amount on allotment? Correct? And the number of share that I'm having is 10,000. I can issue only 10,000 shares, na guys? Are yaar? Yes or no? Perfect. So here the journal entry will be share allotment account debit to equity share capital account to security premium. So 10,000 shares multiplied by 5 rupees, that is going to be 50,000 over here. $30 is for allotment and 20 is for my share premium. I hope I'm correct. Keep on checking my calculations. Now I am going to receive that amount, so bank account will be debited to what? Bank account debit to share allotment account. That's going to be full 50,000 because I am receiving each and every amount in allotment. I am not receiving the amount from Shobha but from the first call. Correct? Eh? So now the next is my first call. Now the journal entry will be very simple. First transfer entry. So share final call, share first call account debit. Share first call account debit to equity share capital account. I have to receive 2 rupees. So 20,000 over here. Guys, I hope you're understanding this. Are 10,000 shares and 2 rupees on my first call. See, I have written it over here also. The first call and the final call. Are you understanding it or no, yeah? Okay. So that's going to be 10,000 multiplied by 2 rupees per share. And I'm going to receive that amount here. So that will be bank account debit to share first call account. What has happened to this? Okay, have a look. Bank account debit to share first call account, correct? But I actually had to receive 20,000, but there was a shareholder named Mrs. Shobha who was holding 200 equity shares, failed to pay the first and final call. So I am not receiving 200. I'm not receiving amount on 200 shares. So that will be going in my calls in arrears account. So I'll be debiting calls in arrears account debit. Can I say I am not receiving the amount from 200? I am not receiving the amount of 200 shares, 2 rupees each. That is 400. 19,600 over here. So 20,000 minus 400, that is 19,600 rupees. And here the narration. It's exactly the same that we did in the last questions. Now, 2 more entries, exactly the same. Share final call account debit, share final call account debit to equity share capital account, equity share capital account. That is going to be 2 rupees on 10,000 shares, that's 20,000 rupees, and I am going to receive that amount. So bank account will be debited. So bank account debit, calls in arrears account debit. CIA is calls in arrears, guys. Calls in arrears account debit to share final call account and the answer. So I had to receive 20,000, exactly same amount, because fortunately we are having the amount of first call and final call equal, and there's only one shareholder who is the defaulter. Correct? So this is 19,600. It's not 1.9. So I'll write a 19,600. Are we very clear with this, guys? Pakka na? Too good. Now, what I'm doing is the share and her share were forfeited after the final call. So guys, here what we will be doing is forfeiting the share, and you do know what is the journal entry. The journal entry is ESCS, correct? So here you are going to write it. I'll be requiring this. Oh dang. Equity share capital account debit, security premium account debit, to calls in arrears account, and to share forfeiture account, correct? Here we'll be writing the amount transfer, the amount if not received, the amount not received, and here share amount received. So here I am forfeiting 200 rupee share. So guys, let me make you that working note that we used to make. Working note number 1. The number of shares were 200, correct? 10 rupee plus 2 rupee premium. Application, allotment, first call, and the final call. She is not paying me from this call. I have made each and every call, correct? So I have made, I have received 3 rupees on application, 5 rupees including my premium, 2 rupees, and 2 rupees over here. Do you get this? So this is received, this is received. So my journal entry will be equity share capital account debit 10 rupee multiply by 200 shares, na guys, because I have transferred each and every amount. So here the journal entry will be equity share capital account debit 2000. So just a second. Just erase this. I'll write it properly. I'll write a 3 rupee share and 2 rupees premium, 5 rupees total. Received, received, received. Correct? So here I am transferring full 2000 over here. The amount of premium I have received, so no amounts over here. Calls in arrears, I haven't yet received 2 rupees, that is 4 rupees. So 4 into 200, is it 800 rupees? And in share forfeiture, I told you that we'll be taking the amount that we have received. So 3 rupees on application and 3 rupees on allotment. So I am receiving 6 rupees. So that is going to be 6 into 200, that is 1200 rupees. So guys, I think my journal entry is tallying, and I told you earlier also that I will be not taking any balancing figure. I'll be telling you that how I got this amount. So the narration over here, and we'll take the total of the full question. Are we very clear with this, guys? So that's my share forfeiture journal entry. It starts from here and till here. So guys, I don't want you to take a screenshot. I want you to write it. Take this. This is question number 6 from a university, page number 342. Then this one, correct. Then this one, I have to pause it and write it. And then this one. You need to take the total and let me also know about it, that what is the total amount. Correct? Chalo, I'll take the next question.